And it is on... Did you say it's on Game Pass as well? Oh, it is on Game Pass. Nice. I might have to give that a whirl then. Although I'm still... Thank you, Girl Scout. Appreciate it, buddy. Everything sounds good? Nice. Thank you, guys. So I'm always paranoid I've broken something. I normally have. But, wait, are we PBing or not? Oh, F and PB. Okay, cool. It is PB. Oh, Rebellion. Aren't Naughty Dog doing another one? Aren't they doing a... I thought they were doing something. Right, so this is PB. That's alright. That had me worried for a minute. So while they're whacking each other into next week, let's go through the teams. So for KOMPLEKSiii, we have Losa, Ravesaw, Chiba, 1950, and RPZ. For Phantom, we have TomTom, we have Bart, or El Barto, we have Crap, Erin, and French Predator, which I think is KOMPLEKSiii, if my memory serves. Pretty sure it's KOMPLEKSiii. KOMPLEKSiii might be winning this one, which means we might not be having Lennon tonight. Oh, no. KOMPLEKSiii got one. Nope, not going to get another.
Allies win.
I hope they don't ban Lennon. Okay, so Phantom are going to be allowed to ban first. The Porsche spaceship. Porsche? Is that going to be a game? The only problem having with it so far is the audio randomly cut out. Porsche spaceship. Weird. Okay, Matt Matter banned by Phantom. LSK, welcome in, bro. Karantan banned by KOMPLEKSiii. We might have Lennon, you know. We could have a Lennon game. There we go. Lennon picked. Girl Scout. And they know I'm going to be happy straight away. I love that. Such a simple guy. I really am. So is it in the shape of a spaceship? Or is it just have... Oh yeah, I'm in streamer mode. Okay, Tujane picked by KOMPLEKSiii. Ah, so it's an FPS server thingy. Ah, okay. I'd actually forgotten about that. Because normally it's been Phantom's games that I've lagged them out in when I've been in streamer mode. You know what, Andre? I'm thinking 3-map game, dude. I'm actually thinking a 3-map game for this one. You're right. I was thinking earlier maybe a 3-map game. Lennon hype. Love it. But yeah, I think you're right, dude. I think it's going to be a 3-map game. Oh, you reckon they're going to win Lennon? Really? Oh, I like it. You could be right, dude. You could be right. We could be in for a surprise on Lennon. And then I have a feeling they're going to be... I'm pretty sure KOMPLEKSiii are going to take Tujane. Although I think it could be a close game. Intergalactic, that's the one, Katie. Thank you. That's the one. I just love the Russian weapons, man. I really do. I really enjoy it. And this map is just... I was even watching... there was a Stalingrad film on YouTube the other day. Like the whole film of it, and I was watching that. And that just got me in the mood for, you know, these kind of games. Username Hanny, is that right? Guys, what should I use made by M1 Grand? Shoot faster. You're back after 15 years. Firstly, welcome back, dude. Firstly, welcome back to COD. There are some commands that you can use to help. I had the exact same problem, and then everyone here helped me out. My best advice, dude, is jump in the Discord if you're not in there already. If someone has the link, please chuck it in. I couldn't do it again. But there are loads of commands we can give you that can help the game run a bit more smoothly. But anyway, we start off. We are going to have RPZ moving through mid with a PPS, quickly dropped by Predator. He's going to be dropped by KOMPLEKSiii with a shotgun. 1950, then finding KOMPLEKSiii. So the shotgun duel beaten there by 1950. A plant, or a tease of A, I think, was the plan. 1950 making his way just outside spawn. He's going to get... I didn't actually know that plant could go that deep to the side, actually. It's actually quite deep. Interesting. So that actually kind of covers it from spawn. He's going to be met by crap just around the corner. RaveSaw still hanging back by spawn, so they're not committing everyone to that plant. 1950 finding Erin down to a 4v3. Chiba is going to be up with scope. Tries to get in the action, but he isn't needed at the minute. Bart and Crap. Just about to say Bart and Crap left, but it was quickly taken down in the last few players. So the first round goes to attack. KOMPLEKSiii going to take that one. Insanesy, welcome in. Oh, sorry, Girl Scout. I know what you mean. Yeah, Insanesy, that's the one. The old 1993 one. I watched a bit of that and then fell asleep to it, but I'm going to watch a bit more tonight. Just got me in the mood for Russian maps, you know? We're going to have Losa making a beeline with that PPS. Does have a car in hand as well. A, usually the target. I think B is almost like a kind of a second choice if the A push fails. You can get a bit of coverage from A from spawn. Not as much when you go B. Enemy at the gates was so good, man. Jude Law, Rachel Weisz, I think her name is. Great actors. All kills coming for KOMPLEKSiii at the minute. Bart and Erin left. You can see where RPZ is at the minute. He does get some good coverage of that plant, which is more than likely why that plant usually goes kind of left side A. But I didn't realize I could get it that deep into the wall. So, interesting. Bart with a double, finding RaveSaw Chiba. I think he's about to get dropped by shotgun. He is indeed.
Allies win.
So this is where I think Phantom are going to have to try and clinch and maybe clutch. Because Tujane, I think, is going to be... I mean, let's be honest. Any map against KOMPLEKSiii is going to be tough. TomTom's going to be going through B trenches. He's going to try and push. He does have that MP40, so he could be trying to get some early kills. Does find RaveSaw. Yeah, hit and run tactic by him. TomTom chucking out the binds. I love how TomTom's binds are about himself. That's brilliant. I love that. So Phantom starting off with an aggressive push. TomTom getting that B push. Erin finding Chiba with the MP44. Attack from TomTom dropping. He chased that one though. Probably didn't need to. 1950 did find him. Losa now I think is going to plant A side. Crap, didn't have much to say about that. He didn't really have the vision. Does have it now. Does find 1950. Phantom up by 1. Oh, who was Ron Perlman? Who was that? And the, oh, who was that other guy? He was the other actor. The bald guy. He played in Who Framed Roger Rabbit as well. What was his name? Was that Ron Perlman? Amazing actor. He played a really good Russian guy, actually, in that film. Really good. Good clutch win from RPZ. He makes it 3. That was a round at Phantom. Looked like they could have won, and they probably kind of needed to. Yeah, if anyone does have the Discord for TLS, I'm sorry I can't get it. I'm a boomer when it comes to getting links on my PC. But Haney, hang around, buddy. We'll get you that link. We'll get you in there first, and most importantly, welcome back. Welcome back to COD 2, dude. If no one pops it in, message me after stream. Just pop me a message in my inbox on Twitch. And I'll add you on Discord, mate, and then I'll send you an invite that way. That would probably be the best way. But we'll get you in there, buddy. We'll get you help. Don't worry. We'll get that M1 firing off like a PPSH, I promise you. RPZ dropping crap. KOMPLEKSiii going to be holding that right side spawn by B side. Aaron is going to be over by A, just by the outhouse. He's going to run into 2 players. Great instinct for those who just to check that corner. Players do normally sit there. And that, I think, has pretty much opened the B push. Phantom now down to 2. KOMPLEKSiii with a full squad. KOMPLEKSiii going to be holding B. Losa making his way into mid, where TomTom is. KOMPLEKSiii are dominating so far. I guess they've been practicing a bit of Lenin.
Explosives planted.
Chiba looking into spawn. Losa does find TomTom. It's going to be KOMPLEKSiii left. He just has that shotgun as well. He can't do much instead of maybe some collateral damage. Somehow doesn't get that kill. Oh, he does finally get the kill on Losa. But yeah, Haney, stick around, buddy. It's good to have you back, man. It's really nice to hear players coming back to COD 2. We'll get you sorted. And we'll get you back in the game, my friend. Welcome home. He was Hellboy? I haven't seen that. And narrator for Fallout 3. There you go. Oh, Sniper was Zaitsev. Yes, I know who you mean now. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Him. Ah. Jeez. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yes, I remember now. Thank you. TomTom finding Ravesor again. That push. Oh. Well, that shut me up. He did get the rush onto Ravesor again through those B trenches, but quickly found Ravesor's nade. KOMPLEKSiii up by 4, calling unlucky. I think he knew the rush was going to come. I'm sure when Ravesor watches that back, he'll enjoy it. Oh, 1950 catching Aaron, moving across the beams in spawn. Deadly accurate with the rifles. Crap finding 1950 out of mid. Phantom down to 2v2. Chiba is going to be just around the fence by 8. RPZ, I believe. Yep. It's going to be on that little broken walkway. Does find crap. Might leave the last one down to Chiba. Just to find Bart, who has plenty of bullets in that PPS 42. And does eventually find Bart. Phantom down to 5. I hope they're not going to regret picking Lenin. I really do. I know it is their preferred map, so before anyone says they didn't pick it for me, I swear. It is their map. They do know this map well. KOMPLEKSiii with the early smoke. Chiba with the double nade. Yep. Spacing, especially on a map like this. Alosa making his way left side A, or right side, depending on which way you're looking at. He's going for that front plant. Does find TomTom, gets him off A. KOMPLEKSiii finding 1950. RPZ finding crap. And KOMPLEKSiii left, shotgun in hand, gets round to the wall by A. But I think Losa's going to know he's there, so he's bugged out. Ravesor now planting B. And just getting them in all kinds of pickles. 6-0. Hey, Claudia, thank you for the bit. Bless you. Enzi, good to see you, buddy. Thank you, Claudia. I hope you're good. Enzi, you too, man. Good to see you guys. Ravesor keeping an eye on that spawn house. Or spawn buildings. A bit bigger than a house, but... Chiba going to make his way over towards B. Has got vision on it. Crap. Getting the... Ooh. I was about to say getting the first kill when he did. An exchange of shotgun kills there. KOMPLEKSiii finding 2. Losa and RPZ eventually dropping to 1950. Chiba making a push on A. Both plants being teased. A and then B. But finding Chiba. This has to be around for Phantom. Has to be. They need this. 1950 with shotgun, MP44 making his way to the back of B, choosing to go back into Axis spawn. Kiko, welcome in, dude. And eventually dropped by Aaron.
Axis win.
First round on the board. Bit of a laggy replay. First round on the board for Phantom. They needed that. 6-1, I think, is yeah, quite a chunk. But Phantom are going to have to beware of that nade. Look where that lands. Look at that. Look where that nade lands. Crazy crap. Aaron both finding early kills. Raves are on the hunt for TomTom. Having a duel on those B trenches. I think he's learnt his lesson. He's going to push, but I think TomTom... Where's Bart this time? Beg your pardon. Bart's just going to keep him held. 1950 moving through the smoke. Does find Cakesy just off the back of 8. We'll tease that plant. Cakesy's going to have to be quicker. He needs to win those shotgun duels. On a map as small as this and as compact. Having your shotgunner, particularly on a Axis side that... You know, the best kind of MG they can chuck out is MP40, MP44. I know that's the only 2, but you put that up against a PPS, and the odds aren't really in your favour. So having a shotgunner up is vital. Crap has a player right above him, which he knows now. Gets Raves right in the butt. Losa left. And he's getting heavily tagged by Aaron. And Crap finding him with that pistol. They are going to make it 6-2. They needed that. I was worried that I may be eating my words early about a 3-map game. But you never know. Who knows? Maybe if KOMPLEKSiii win this, Phantom might even maybe come back on Tujane. But the way KOMPLEKSiii are playing, I don't know. I'm not sure. RPZ going for his sniper spot. Aaron with the opening kill again, finding Chiba. Oh, but RPZ catching TomTom as he moved out onto spawn. Aaron also dropping. Nice double kill from RPZ. Those bangable windows now. You can get kills through them. Cakesy hanging around by A. It's going to be keeping an eye out for 1950, who's winning that shotgun duel pretty convincingly yet again. And Bart on his own. The plant will go down at 8. And Ravesor claiming that last kill. 7-2. I'll tell you what, I think Phantom are going to have a really strong attack. This isn't looking too promising initially. Well, that is good. Losa finding Aaron. Crap finding Losa as he pushed towards that right-hand side of Allied spawn. Cakesy's going to hang back in Axis spawn. We'll need to keep those tight angles as shotgun it. Can get a bit of damage over to mid from there, but not much. Ravesor, oh, cheeky. He's got himself under B. Looks pretty excited about it. Bart is right in front of him. And he will find him. Chiba. They're going to be moving through the bottom of that A house. RPZ moving left, Allied spawn, over towards the start of those B trenches. Moves out into mid, but is going to leave himself exposed if he does. 1950 is up, as is Cakesy. TomTom finding Chiba, moving right next to 1950, does get the double.
Allies eliminated.
And RPZ will drop to Crap. Phantom grab another. Kind of strange on 1950. He must have known how close he was. I don't know why he didn't take that a bit more carefully, but either way, 7-3, 2 before the half. TomTom going for those B trenches again. He's going to risk a push. He does have that Nagant as well, which he stole, but I think gave his position away quite quickly. Backed up by another player. Bart, oh, dropping the Raves up. battled a bit with that wall, and I think I took too much time. TomTom's now going to try a different route. Does tag Chiba. And now he's going to wait by B. Phantom getting in better positions. 2 by A. Ravesort finding TomTom eventually, but then dropping to Erin. He was now going to claim B. Crap finding Chiba. This is much better defense from Phantom. 3-2. Losa and RPZ left. And I think KOMPLEKSiii is on a hunt for that allied scope. Erin's going to be holding B-side. KOMPLEKSiii is going to just clear allied spawn. Just double check. 40 seconds for KOMPLEKSiii to do something. Losa holding that mid ground. RPZ has got himself to B. But has to be careful on this cross. Just like that. Crap finds him. Losa left. And Phantom just need to keep their heads down. Not give themselves away too easily, but fair enough. Crap will get that quick no-scope to make it 7-4. 7-5 maybe I think they'd take. I think they'd probably take that, considering the start they had. Losing 6 on the trot. Opening up early. RPZ, Ravesor both finding kills. Crap is now going to sit at the peak of those B trenches. KOMPLEKSiii finding a nade on Chiba. Not before he found Erin. Bart and Crap left. Losa planting A, backed up by 1950, sitting outside the stairs of Axis spawn. Bart trying his best, but he does have a PPS, so not anymore he doesn't. Ravesor finds him. Crap left with scope. And 1950 will claim that one. 8-4 at the half. Pikey, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're well, my friend. Right, we swap. I'm not sure whether Phantom will be too happy with that, but if they can do the exact same that KOMPLEKSiii did to them, then they may randomly come out of this with a win, but oh, not with a nade like that. Not with a nade like that, dude. I don't know where that bounced, but Crap made up for it with a an opening scope kill on Ravesor, but we'll forget that nade. We'll forget that nade. Crap finding a second on 1950. It's a bit more of a long-range duel at the minute. 4 rifle kills coming up fairly early on. Chiba. It's going to be holding that mid-ground. Always a bit of a duel. And he has to be... Oh, no, he's not on that mid-ground. Beg your pardon, he's on Axis point. It looks so familiar, like the brickwork and kind of the clusters of like the broken wall formation. Looks really similar to kind of the broken wall in here. So I got a little bit confused. I wonder why Chiba would be in mid. That's a bit strange. Anyway, Los is going to be holding that B side. He does fine, but Chiba finding Erin. First round not looking good for Phantom. Crap is left with scope. And that is all he has. Does spot a play going up to top of Axis spawn. Spots the head of someone. Does drop Losa. Will claim that one. Mercy, welcome in, brother. Last 2 KOMPLEKSiii players are left. Sitting pretty much dead center of the map. Chiba is going to be above. Comes up to 20 seconds. He probably won't get the plant. In fact, he's not going to get anything. RPZ finding him. First round of the switch. Going to KOMPLEKSiii 9-4. Well, put it this way. If they don't get a comeback at some point, I have a feeling we might not have a 3-map game. Phantom darting A side, caught by that nade, needs to protect himself. I don't quite know whether the Axis player knew he was tagged, but he stayed alive no matter. It was Chiba, who did find KOMPLEKSiii. He's going to be sitting just on the outskirts of that bombed out house by A. Crap looking dead through center. Fenny, welcome in, bro. Phantom choosing to take it steady. It doesn't take too long to get from one side of the map to the other, so there's no real need to rush out there and be hasty with your movement. Considering how small this map is, it can be quite a long, drawn-out one. Not in a bad way. But players do take their time, just kind of moving from one bit to another. Chiba finding Bart. Ravesort is going to be in mid. Keeping an aggressive defense. They didn't expect anything else from them. Chiba looking over towards B. TomTom does find 1950 off there, brings it back to 3 apiece. Chiba has spotted Crap. Tries to get the head, but doesn't make it. Ravesort for mid, under pressure from Aaron. Oh, he does eventually get dropped. TomTom finding RPZ, putting pressure back on Chiba. They have 20 seconds to try and do something. Chiba's going to be holding A. TomTom moving right back to B. And that is, I think, where his compadre is. Crap winning that. That was huge. He needed that. Chiba now left, who does find Crap. And he'll get dropped by TomTom. Huge round. Needed that. Good play from TomTom. He is quite the tactical player. You can usually find him in unexpected places. Better nades from allies. None hitting the roof. Crap with the early kill, finding Ravesort. I want to jump in with TomTom. Ravesort falling to that one. Predator making his presence known on B, but is eventually dropped by 1950. Bart finding Chiba. There's me wanting to jump in with TomTom, and it was KOMPLEKSiii being the front man. And Phantom grab another. 9-6. They did it better on attack. They seem to have things a little bit more locked in. RPZ going to make his way. Top axis spawn, looking for that tiny gap of players moving B. Bart with the opening nade on RPZ. TomTom dashing down B trench. Keeping it quiet, though. He does love to do that kind of Lone Ranger play style. He will try and find gaps and be a pain in the defense when he's attacking, obviously. He did get a tag onto 1950 there, but charging him down probably wasn't the best option. 1950 finding him, and he's going to recharge as well. Ravesort 1950 left. KOMPLEKSiii moving through mid. Ravesort finding Bart. 3-2. A minute left. Crap finding Ravesort. It's going to be 1950 left with that shotgun car. He's over by B. Crap now planting A.
Explosives planted.
We could be looking at 9-7. That 3-map game could still be on. Oh, he just spotted someone just moving by the mound. By A. It was going to be Crap. Spots another play in the form of Aaron. And KOMPLEKSiii saying hello as well. 1950, I think he knows he's going to get that defuse, but he's going to try and cause as much damage as possible. Not going to happen. 9-7. These kind of games, you want to see get drawn out. I don't actually know what the third map decider was. I don't know if they... I don't know what it was. Maybe it was Berg or Dawnville, perhaps. I didn't see Dawnville, so I think Burgundy was banned, wasn't it? KOMPLEKSiii finding Ravesort. They're being much more aggressive now. 1950 finding Crap. KOMPLEKSiii gonna look for that plant just on the opening of Axis spawn onto B. Nate's coming over. That one does find TomTom. 1950 finding Bart. And KOMPLEKSiii dropping low, so RPZ dropping, but he didn't check that left. Aaron just in that building, right by B. He needs to keep his distance here because that shotgunner is chasing him. He had to dive down. He had to. He had no other choice. That plant isn't in the best place for him. Does find 1950, but Chiba finds him through the window. Great play. 10-7. Chiba going to grab that extra Nagant, which may well go to 1950 in the next round.
Explosives diffused.
I think a lot rides on this map. I really do. I just, I can't see KOMPLEKSiii losing to Jane. I really can't. Oh, great nade from Bart, though. That's exactly what they need. That big nade just on Axe's house. Taking out RPZ. Look at this. KOMPLEKSiii nearly all bundling B. Crap finding Bart somehow. Put that down to match nerves. A tag there onto Aaron from 1950. No idea how he saw him. My eyes did not track that at all. Chiba finding KOMPLEKSiii. That team kill is really not going to help. Razor's going to be in mid. Yeah, that's going to be 11-7.
Allies eliminated. Axis win.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think maybe Phantom can pull back to Jane? I don't ever think I've seen KOMPLEKSiii lose on Jane. I don't know. I mean, maybe against New Era, but no one beats New Era, right? Losa with that early return nade now, dropping KOMPLEKSiii. Oh, Aaron just spotted someone just creeping over A side. Didn't get the connection. Nasties, welcome in. Losa going to be right back of A. Hiding behind the tank trap there. Or Dragon's Teeth, I think they are. Ravesor holding the house by B is going to be allowing that pressure onto B, but probably going to be lulling the allied team. Just to hopefully let them take the bait. Aaron does find Chiba. 1950 going to be holding by A. RPZ sitting top axis spawn. Looking right across to mid. TomTom going along A trenches. Or B trenches, sorry. Funny enough, there aren't any trenches by A, so don't know where I got that one from. Aaron with a second on Losa. On Ravesor, just peeked that door. B, more or less open. RPZ is going to make his way over from there, but Bart dropping to 1950. A bash from him. TomTom moving up to RPZ, needs this kill, does get it. God, I'm even breathing a sigh of relief now as well. Having to take my breaths and hold them at anxious points of the game. Yeah, smoke going out from 1950. Gonna check the hole in the roof, and he's coming back. Chiba opening up, finding KOMPLEKSiii again. There's definitely a big difference in shotgunners for this. 1950 is slightly ahead in terms of kills. Aaron finding Chiba off top, but 1950 just on B. Finding TomTom. Aaron dropping Ravesor, winning that. They seem to be having a duel at the minute. Picks up a second on RPZ. Picks up a third on 1950. There's the first one on Ravesor. The second RPZ, and then you saw the one on 1950, and that wins it.
Allies win.
That was a big round for Aaron. 11-9. Well, if anything, it's closer than it looked at the beginning. Oh, Chiba finding TomTom. Early kill. Aaron now making his way to that sniper spot. Looking towards A. Nades coming over to Allied spawn. KOMPLEKSiii. Oh. He was so close to Bart that he's able to collect that Nagant that he dropped. Which he does. Bit of a precarious spot for KOMPLEKSiii because he has to keep an eye on the underground part as well. Also has a bit to his left. I think he's going to make it so it's a bit more favourable for him. Just looking onto those B trenches. I always used to think that Axis had an advantage on this with the white uniform, you know? I know they have bits of black on them as well for the helmets, but in that split second you may look at an Axis uniform and think if that's, I don't know, a bit of snow or something. Could be all it takes. KOMPLEKSiii and Aaron finding one each, forcing Chiba to merge out onto B. Oh, and he runs right into KOMPLEKSiii. Gets tagged by one. KOMPLEKSiii has to win this duel. He has to. He does. Razor left at A. And I think KOMPLEKSiii's going to have to commit to that B plant. He does now. He does have time to get it. But how he reacts after this could be huge. He needs this round. Those windows are bangable. He doesn't need to come out. He doesn't need to come out. Doesn't he? Didn't really need to come out. I don't think. Not until he heard that defuse sound, but Ravesor picking up 4. Makes it map point. That was a big round. And a timeout here. Called by Phantom. I don't think KOMPLEKSiii needed to come out. He had cover. He could have just stayed prone and waited for that sound of the defuse. I don't think he had to re-peek. I really don't. And now the best they can hope for is overtime. If they get the next 3. But they've only had a string of 3 rounds once. Fortunately for them, that was his attack, so they could do it again. But we go again. Timeout finished. KOMPLEKSiii need 1. Phantom need 3. RPZ banking that risky movement. Does see 2 players pushing A side. That's a bit of information going back for the rest of the team. TomTom with that nade over to Axis spawn. Has that PPS lingering just by the fence by A. 1950 does find a kill, but then dropped in return. Pretty much instantaneously by KOMPLEKSiii. Phantom already making noises over A. Crap. Holding that back line. Aaron sitting over by that sniper ledge. Crap, finding Losa. They are under pressure already. Crap. Holding that ground, finding Ravesor as well. I think they were pushing and trying to maybe put some pressure on Allied scope. They were indeed. He maybe shouldn't have won that, but he did anyway. Right. Phantom have time. Again, I'm not trying to be biased, but I'd love a 3-map game between these two. I really would. Oh crap, just spotted someone top axis, but didn't quite take the shot. I think it was RPZ. It must be in that position. Chiba finding Bart. KOMPLEKSiii now planting B. 2 kills in succession. He needed that. Oh, KOMPLEKSiii, hold those boxes. Chiba's going to make his way from the outskirts. Did well to stay in cover so far. RPZ just hovering over that B plant. Has KOMPLEKSiii right underneath him. Crap, just around the corner. Oh, does get a tag. Oh no, he finished him. Beg your pardon. Sorry, I thought it was a tag. Didn't even see that kill come up. I thought he got him in the ankle. Some classic KOMPLEKSiii hitboxes. Chiba now makes his way onto that bomb. He's not going to have enough time. He's not. He can probably give them this round. Might look for a secondary. Is he going to try? I think he is. I think they're going to try and hold him if they can.
Objective destroyed.
Oh, no. I thought he may have grabbed his allied scope there. I thought he may have grabbed the scope Nagant. I don't know if that can actually happen, can it? If the allied player quickly drops the scope Nagant and then the Axis player finds it, they wouldn't carry that over, would they? No, because it's a special. No, they wouldn't. Be interesting if they could, though. So 12-10. Phantom just need 2 to get that to overtime. Losa under pressure at the tip of those B trenches. Ravesor finding Bart. Losa tagged. The PPS good. Double pressure. Phantom finding Losa off B. I think he's going to be joined by TomTom as well. Oh, where's Chiba? Ooh. This could seal it. If they don't spot Chiba in time. Hold it. Okay, crap. Did find him. I don't think he expected 2 to be hanging back at spawn. Raves are in mid. Still 3 apiece. KOMPLEKSiii finding 1950. Ravesor and Crap in a bit of a duel. And a tease of the plant. Oh, he did find Crap just through that window. 2 apiece. RPZ finding KOMPLEKSiii. TomTom left. Oh, no. There you go. Lenin goes to KOMPLEKSiii. But only just. Phantom are now going to need to win Tujane to get to a third. I feel like Phantom needed that. I really do. Don't know why Tujane is taking ages to load, but there we go. It took a bit longer than I thought. Okay, looks like KOMPLEKSiii are going to be attacking first. Phantom, they're going to be defending. And they're going to need to have a strong defense. A really strong defense. I feel KOMPLEKSiii are going to be fairly rifle heavy for the most part. Kind of nervous for Phantom here. If a map was your arch nemesis, it would be this one. Do me Tujane. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Tujane. Although in terms of desert maps, I much prefer it to Map Matter. You know what I think we should play? El Alamein. Bring that back. Bring it back. Here we go. Round 1 of Tujane. Ravesor with scope. And as I thought, no shotgun. And then 1 Garand and 3 Lee Enfields to follow. Crap with scope. KOMPLEKSiii with shotgun. MP44 in the hand of TomTom. And then 2 Kar 98. A nade from Ravesor finding Bart. Losa making his way And peeking towards A. Chiba going on B roofs. Drops crap from the back of B. RPZ moving over by East Truck. Gets a tag there onto TomTom. In Axis spawn, I believe. Who does find Losa. RPZ finding KOMPLEKSiii. What's up, Patton? Welcome in, man. KOMPLEKSiii kills coming in. Ravesell's going to be planting B. Aaron all the way by A alcove. Does spot Chiba. They can just keep him pinned here for as long as they like. Finds one. Ravesell going to be back B. RPZ may not even see him initially if he doesn't need it. If a streamer was your arch nemesis. True. It's an ugly map. Yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, 1950. Early nade finding Aaron Crap. Going to be looking over to B long. Gets himself... Oh, shouldn't have lost that. I think he hesitated just mildly. That was a big kill he should have had. 1950 finding him. Oh, Bart finding Losa. RPZ dropping to KOMPLEKSiii. And 1950 with another kill. And the last two Axis players are nowhere near A. And the plant goes down again. KOMPLEKSiii will lock this down. Bart left. Over from Garage Roof, looking through cage. I don't know, I think this was a tough map already, but coming into it with a loss on Leningrad. I really think Phantom are going to need Aaron and TomTom just to do something special.
Allies win.
Not they're the only two that can, but they can make magic things happen. Aaron definitely can. So can TomTom. He is no stranger to 3Ks, 4Ks. He can definitely do some damage, but they're going to need to be a bit more aggressive, I think. Getting players up to cage, that curve wall, I think is good. Not allowing KOMPLEKSiii to get too comfortable. 2 kills from them already. Losa Chiba finding one. 1950 moving up to A short. Crap at the back of A. Just by that palm tree. Does find Chiba. Losa make his way over to B roofs. KOMPLEKSiii over by East Truck. He needs to win this. RPZ finding Aaron, taking him out of Axis spawn. Crap is going to be on his own. Does win that against 1950. Holds down A, but in the meantime, Losa, Ravesell, RPZ left. Great shot from Ravesell. Losa, sorry. Yikes. Made that look easy. 3-0 here, KOMPLEKSiii. Crap. Choosing not to push. Holding from Axis spawn. Looking over the spawn roof. No one showing anything yet. Aaron with a nade on Chiba. Look how quickly KOMPLEKSiii get to East Truck. Losa's already over there. TomTom going to be sitting by palm tree at B. Oh, dropped by that nade. Good nade from RPZ. KOMPLEKSiii now sitting right on the plant. But dropping to RPZ, but Losa dropping KOMPLEKSiii off B. Crap does find 1950, but again, they're kind of allowing them entrance to those bombs a bit too easily. Losa's up high. Raves are finding Aaron. Crap is going to be under a roof. Sup, second map, dude. KOMPLEKSiii 1, Lenin 13-10. Ravesor planting A. Not going to be phased. Well, that shot from Crap is going to go to A roof, but... Oh, come on, you can see him, you can see him. There we go. Okay. 3-1. The sup, welcome in, dude.
Axis win.
Crap with a much needed round. Does grab an extra car as well. Does that go to... I thought he grabbed an extra car. He did. TomTom has it. There we go. Oh. But catching Losa up on B long. Braves are spotted a player A corner. Crap with the very rare MG kill. 1950. I thought he was lagging a little bit. Good kills from Phantom. 4 from them before 1950 can reply. Does pick up 2. TomTom and Bart. But then dropping by Crap.
Axis win.
Phantom and 2 Jane are no friends. Yeah. I feel like KOMPLEKSiii are friendly with every map. But either way, 3-2. They pull back another. I just love how complex. They don't even need a shotgunner. It's really impressive. They don't need that smoke cover. It's admirable. RPZ finding TomTom. Losa catching an A from Bart. KOMPLEKSiii finding RPZ. Crap. Might try and put some pressure from Ally Spawn. A double kill there from Bart. We'll have a look at those. A nade over to Losa, and then with the car kill on Ravesor. Good play. 1950 going to be on A Alcove. Dropped by KOMPLEKSiii, so they bring it back to 3-3. Despite the shaky friendship between 2 Jane and Phantom. They bring it back to even. KOMPLEKSiii still with that shotgun car. A few early nades. Oh, landing over towards Bucket. 1950 missing that. Another one coming over to him, so he eats one back. Chiba finding Bart early on. Smoke going out. Oh crap, catching RPZ. TomTom did get that push with the MP40. Found 1950, but I don't think he expected Chiba to be there as well. And that's the kind of thing he can do. He can get up in your face and cause a bit of issue. But ideally, he would have loved to get a 2K there. At least drop in Chiba as well. Ravesor planting A. Chiba's going to be holding. He was holding by Market. Now he's up to B tank. Catches KOMPLEKSiii just going on to B roofs. Aaron left, and here's Axis Spawn. Could be in a rock and a hard place. So between Ravesor, I was going to say between Ravesor and Chiba, they're both literally pinning him into Axis Spawn. And they go ahead 4-3. It's still pretty close though. It's still much closer than the opening of Leningrad. Yeah, they're not choosing to push that mid anymore. And instead just choosing to hold the bomb sites. Axis Spawn. KOMPLEKSiii holding his smoke this time. Nade's coming over to A roof. In abundance. Actually, I think there's 2 over there. Shotgun now in the hands for 1950. Pops his smoke over to B. And KOMPLEKSiii returns with his. Oh, Ravesor catching Aaron. Oh, just under the smoke. I don't think TomTom, well, obviously didn't see him. Good shot though from Bart, dropping 1950, covering his teammate. Although KOMPLEKSiii fell to Losa, who also picked up Crap. Bart now left on his own. Oh, good shot. RPZ planting B, and they're just going to keep him pinned in at the back of A. Losa making his way to Axis Spawn. They're just going to keep him boxed in. Yeah, it's going to be 5-3. Holding that nade for quite long. I didn't actually know he had that. No, he does find RPZ. And now Loser, I think, is going to play it a bit more carefully and maybe choose not to challenge. Raves all going high. With the MP40 in scope.
Axis eliminated.
But Loser will find him. 5-3. So we have 1950 still with that shotgun car. Gonna see if Ravesall can catch anyone off that jump. Nothing yet. Chiba does find Bart though. Smoke right down in front of Axis Spawn just allows 1950 to move up to Banana and also put some pressure on B Tank. Great cover there. Chiba covering his shotgunner really well. TomTom trying to make that push down mid. Chiba. Chiba. A 4K from him. Look at that. Great cover of the shotgunner. And then finding TomTom. He tried that push in mid, but... yeah, when you have players who are popping off like Chiba. Oh, Ravesall, early kill, finding crap just underneath that tank. And nade landing in front of TomTom just manages to miss a second, but Ravesall is going to get 2 kills himself with that scope. Surprising that tank doesn't actually give you much cover if you lay down right at the bottom, particularly from Allied Spawn. 1950 dropping Bart. KOMPLEKSiii at the far end of A roof. Will be chopped by 1950. Made his way along B. And TomTom, wow, KOMPLEKSiii are getting momentum. They're getting momentum now. 7-3. You can tell when they start picking up the pace. And they just start getting warm. They've only just begun. RPZ with an open kill on TomTom. I have a feeling that KOMPLEKSiii are a real contender for winning it the way they play. You can tell when they just step it up a gear, the kills come in so quick. So quick. And they all seem to have that really good team synergy. Still would be nice to be on like their Discord or TeamSpeak just to kind of hear the comms. I don't know what it is, but it's just nice hearing kind of team comms when things are going well. Great shot from Crap, dropping Raves are off the wall of that Allied Spawn. He isn't going to go down Bart under A roof. Losa's going to try that plant A. Hasn't been stopped yet. Somehow goes down. No one was A side. They didn't have a nade either. Crap did though, but I don't really think he was in a position to contend. Last round before the half, Losa just missing that kill. And falling back off A roof. That's no longer safe. Oh, good play from KOMPLEKSiii. Going up in a cage up. He said finding TomTom. A second on KOMPLEKSiii. I think he's actually close to getting a third, but Bart found him. Phantom have 2 and need to reverse this one. Losa. The other side. If he wins this, he might not have enough time. I don't think he will. It's going to be close.
Axis win.
Good sacrifice. And half-time at 8-4. A huge sacrifice to just prevent Losa from having enough time to get to the plant. And it was needed. We swap. KOMPLEKSiii now defend. And when I say defend, it means they just attack in an Axis uniform because they have a really aggressive defense. They do not hold back. One player, I think, has already darted down mid. It was 1950. He gets an early nade on Crap. And again, no shotgun, just 4 Kar 98s and a scope. Look at the kills coming in. Look at that. All red. Erin, KOMPLEKSiii left. Raves are asking, what is this tactic? I didn't actually have a chance to see what the tactic is. Oh dear. And KOMPLEKSiii under garage, making his way through B alleyways. Does find Chiba. Look at that, they're pinning him in.
Allies eliminated.
Ay, ay, ay.
Win.
And Treyu, do you still think it's a 3-mapper? I don't know, man. Maybe not. Oh, Happy Z, early kill on Bart. They get within seconds. Look at that. How do you contend? How? RPZ eventually dropped by Crap. KOMPLEKSiii finding Losa. That's what I mean about their attack. They literally cut... Excuse me? Ravesor? Oh, aye, aye, aye. They shouldn't be losing battles like that. 10-4. I was looking forward to a 3-mapper. I really was. I really was. I thought Phantom could do it. I really did. Chiba dropped early. I need to have the X-ray on pretty much early on because I want to get a perspective from Phantom's view, but I also want to see who's pushing up mid into cage because KOMPLEKSiii just do not care. They just come at you. Ravesor with a kill. Crap. Dropping Erin. Did find 1950. Ravesor with that stolen Thompson again. Yeah, I don't know if Phantom have thrown in the towel a bit, maybe. But the way that last round looked, they kind of looked a little bit, I don't know, a little bit careless. I'm not sure. Oh, Ravesor got the tag. On that nade, just landing the other side. A B tank. Plant is going to get down at the back. Erin, I think, pretty much knows where he's going to be coming from. Oi. 11-4. It's so hard to defend against a team when they play like that.
Explosives
They just don't let you get into a rhythm.
Win.
Their nades are good. Their nades kind of prevent you from getting that early push. Like, Phantom haven't been able to do an A-rush because they're kind of dealing with that front player. Look at that. Look. Who is it? I can't even see because the bloody camera gives me the wrong person. It's Losa. RPZ gets an early kill on Crap. Losa already jumping over to A short. Phantom did get the kill, but then they lost TomTom immediately after. KOMPLEKSiii finding RPZ, so they're making progress towards B. But it's still kind of fairly slow. Like, it's just a different level of playing when you're against a team like KOMPLEKSiii. They're just so quick. Erin's still hanging back, covering that A short. Chiba, Ravesor, Bart, Erin, KOMPLEKSiii. You'd think Phantom would have this one. You'd think. Chiba did get tagged by KOMPLEKSiii. Not going to find anyone under there. KOMPLEKSiii still B-boxes. Aaron finding Ravesor. Chiba left. And they do grab one.
Allies win.
Nice quick movement from KOMPLEKSiii. I don't know. What do you change as Phantom? What do you change? I mean, look, they're waiting for that mid-rush. They're kind of waiting for the pressure to come from KOMPLEKSiii and then trying to deal with it. Your names. Welcome in, bro. Good to see you, champ. 1950 baiting that pressure from TomTom, who does eventually get out of RPZ. Aaron finding Losa. And Ravesor on crap. Bart now moving his way out of garage up the alleyways. Backed up by the final two Phantom players. Aaron does have an aid. Uses that, I think, to go back B. In fact, maybe B tank, in fact. KOMPLEKSiii finding 1950. They bring it back to 3 apiece. Ravesor finding Bart from B boxes. Chiba finding Aaron. And it's KOMPLEKSiii left. I thought we'd be on for a long game tonight. I really did. I really did. Match point. I really did think we're going to be on for a long game. I really did. What do we think, guys? KOMPLEKSiii New Era final? What are you thinking? Oh, crap. Does find one. 1950 dropped in mid. They can afford to be a bit kind of aggressive still with that play. They are 7 rounds ahead, and the best that Phantom can hope for at the minute is overtime if they get the next 7. RPZ on B balcony. Found Bart just peeking. Eventually dropping by KOMPLEKSiii. Ravesor. KOMPLEKSiii left. Names, don't be silly, man. You never have to apologize. No one has to apologize for not being here. Don't be silly, bro. Life comes first, man. KOMPLEKSiii moving all the way back to Allied spawn. Might try rotate over to A. Ravesor quite rightly going mid. Just going to sit in market. And then he's fairly close to A and B. Don't be silly, man. I hope you're good, names. I hope life is good. But yeah, we always knew this was going to be tough on Sujane. Like, not many people beat KOMPLEKSiii here. Maybe if Karantan was picked instead of Lenin. Maybe Phantom may have had a better chance. KOMPLEKSiii looking pretty much everywhere for Ravesor, but this jump I think is going to give away where he is. Now he definitely knows. And the plant is going to go on top. Ravesor to finish this. KOMPLEKSiii to keep them in the game. That's that. Well played. Gee, what a game. How do you beat KOMPLEKSiii? How do you do it, guys? How do you do it? I don't know. I don't know.
Explosives diffused.
Oh, and Trey, thank you for the sub, bro. Thank you, man. I didn't see that. Sorry, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Guys, thank you for being here. Alexa, good to see you, buddy. Right, guys. Well, that's it from me then. That's that was a quick game. I thought it was going to be longer than that. I really thought we were going to have a longer game. I really did. But sadly not. I can't see anyone else playing COD 2. So guys, I'm gonna send you over to a friend then. I can't see anyone doing COD 2, no one doing COD. Guys, thank you for being here. I am going to send you over to a friend. Playing a random game. I think it's an odd game. I didn't quite know this one, but I'm going to send you over to our friend Nat. She's playing with White Locks, doing some Schedule 1. So if you guys could hang out for that, that'd be great. But guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And Trey, thank you for the sub. Claudia, thank you for the bit. Guys, thank you for the follows as well. Kez, thank you. Welcome in, friend. But yeah, guys, God bless. Thank you for being here. Really, really do appreciate it. Let me do some quick shout outs for people. Thank you for hanging out. Alexa, good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing okay. Oh, God, let me shout out the right people. Name's good to see you, man. Thank you for hanging out, buddy. Right, guys. Yeah, I really appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you for being here. The next stream for this is going to be the 30th, I think. That's Czechia versus Evil 5. That is a big Croatian derby. So hopefully see you then. But guys, until then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay horny, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate it.
Oh, speaking of bear,
Speaking of bear.
there he is.